All right. All right. I'm Connor Shivery,
I'm Samantha Zumwalt.
and our idea was called Breaking Barriers. So what our problem that we found is small businesses and entrepreneurships have normally have some really great ideas, but sometimes they don't always feel like they have the ability to expand internationally, or even it could be something as small as state to state. English is commonly used across the globe, but not every business interaction will be English. Even here in the US, it's not that sometimes. So obviously, there's a language barrier. And if you do go international, there's obviously cultural barriers. Everybody has different ways of doing things. Even here in the US, the Southwest is drastically different from the Northeast. These barriers can prevent that. What we hope to achieve from this is to break down those barriers. Um, let's see, that's hopefully, like I said, that's where we come in, and we can provide a translation interpretation service and a cultural guidance at an affordable rate.
So, we are a translation agency and we provide translators and interpreters, consultation services, and technology for translation. So, our translators and interpreters are specialized in the culture of that area, and they're also very specialized in business processes. So, this gives us a advantage over other translation companies. Our consultation services give proper guidance that can help educate companies on how to conduct business or negotiations with other cultures, and what to expect with different cultures. Like, there may be a period of time to establish trust in a relationship. Some cultures just want to be upfront.
So our business model for breaking barriers, COVID, obviously, as we're doing this, me and Samantha, or on Zoom, it's forced everybody to communicate very differently, of course, virtually, which a lot of us are not necessarily accustomed to. But with this, we can save a lot of cost. We may not necessarily need office space early on and have that opportunity to potentially save money. So if we're saving money, we can offer our services a tad bit cheaper than bigger companies that are what's the correct term? Consultation companies. I may be incorrect on that term, but something like that. Let's see. We have two sources for revenue. It's basically our translating and interpreting service, and then the guidance service. So the translating and interpreting services would be a subscription-based model. Hopefully, doing that, it's going to be a reoccurring, more frequent. So a small subscription. I say small, but not incredibly small. You got to make some money, of course. It's going to be reoccurring. Our cultural guidance is more of a transactional based revenue. It's a one or two time service. You pay up front, you get the service, traditional business. Hopefully, it kind of creates the opportunity to be like a niche customizer or a niche. Sorry, I think I said that wrong. It gives the opportunity to really narrow in specific small areas like Nigeria or China and India that are emerging markets and frontier markets, things like that.
So, as far as funding and growth, we're asking for a small sum of $50,000, and we would use most of this funding on cultural workshops for our employees. So, this would promote cultural appreciation and respect, and it would give entrepreneurs a better chance of a successful business deal. We know how important international business is, and so hopefully, our service will be able to help entrepreneurs achieve better business in other countries. We can minimize large costs and conduct all of our services virtually, even though we're expecting growth to take some time because of the effect of COVID. And eventually, we would like to move from being virtual to having branches in every part of the globe that can specialize in specific geographic areas, languages, and cultures. Thank you.